Guys, today is our second in a series that I'm hoping to be very long-term ongoing, a series of me sharing with you some of my all-time absolute favorite things. I'm talking all kinds of things. It's going to run the gamut. But today we're talking about kombucha. So first of all, say hi so I know you're here. Let me know if you are a fan of kombucha, what your favorite flavor is. Everybody has one, right? And drop any questions you have about making kombucha. Something I love talking about. I've been making my own kombucha, oh my land, for over a decade now, I just realized. Wow. And I tell people often, I think it's, well, I used to say it was one of my absolute favorite things to do in the kitchen. I think it equals grinding my own flour and experimenting with all different wheat berries. They are actually equal. I find them both so fun. It literally adds joy to my kitchen to make my own kombucha and to play with different flavors. Judy says, hi, I love making peach kombucha. Do you add ginger? I like ginger peach. So good. Peach is actually one of my favorite fruits. It's either peach or blueberry that I would have to pick, I think. So drop your comments. Let me know your favorite flavors. So this is my ferment vessel. It is pretty intense. I know that friends sometimes when they come over and I'm mixing up kombucha get a little intimidated and go, oh my gosh, I could never do that. Don't let this intimidate you. When I bought it a decade ago, I chose to go with the 4-gallon because I had 2 daughters and myself in the house who were drinking it a lot. And now it's just me usually, but when friends stop over or lots of different gatherings, I am always the one bringing the kombucha. So in fact, I have a weekly meeting with friends and I will often just bring 2-3 half-gallon jars of kombucha. So I love making it. So I make a lot more than I personally could drink, but you don't have to have something this fancy. You can literally make kombucha at home with a half-gallon mason jar. You really can. So if you do want something like this, I do want to tell you, this is not your average metal. You do not want to use metal with kombucha. It will corrode. This is a high-grade stainless steel. But there's lots of things we could talk about with kombucha. Let me know your questions. We can do future lives all about it. I thought I would show you my scoby, which I guess I'm going to have to lift up. I don't know. Will this work? Oh, here we go. I guess it'll work. There's my scoby. Crazy, yes? It definitely needs to be divided. You can give some to friends. You can use it as an organic fertilizer. You could put it in your compost pile. Or you can make scoby candy with it, which I think is what I might do with some of this. I did, by the way, wash my hands well before I did that. You don't want to play around with your scoby with dirty hands. But right now I actually need to build up my kombucha, so I can't bottle it today. I need to add to it. But what I wanted to show you is how I flavor it. So when I draw some off, I will often, I need to get a towel. I will often just drink it straight from here. It's so delicious. Depending on what teas you use for your first ferment, let me grab a towel. It really changes the flavor. Also, the different sugars that you use really change the flavor. So just drinking it straight out of your ferment vessel is a delicious choice. But like I said, one of the most fun things I do in my kitchen is flavoring my kombucha. Love doing it. And I will often use, like Judy said, actual fruit, or I will use dried fruit or dried herbs of different kinds. But what I wanted to tell you today is about some of the teas that I use. Did you know, this confused me for quite a while when I started making kombucha. You can flavor your second ferment with tea. I don't know why it confused me so much, but it took me a long time to figure this out. So that's what I want to show you today. How do you start the first ferment? I will send out a link with some information about that. That's a great question. RUA. Oh, that's funny. It's literally the words RUA, but that sounds like Judy asks, how do you determine when the first ferment is ready? I've been totally guessing and checking the pH. Checking the pH is great, but it's not absolutely necessary. Honestly, this is going to sound way too simple, but the way I know my first ferment is ready is I taste it. And if it tastes delicious to you, it's ready. If you wait for the right pH, sometimes it's going to be too vinegary for your taste. And what the heck is the point of it? And it's not helping your gut health if you're not going to drink it because it's too vinegary. Checking the pH is great for your first ferment as it's sitting there to make sure it's a healthy ferment, but you don't have to go by that to draw it off to drink it. Oh, I don't know if I answered to RUA all the way. I'm going to be sending out information from all of these lives, and it's going to take me, I think it'll be, how do I say this and it not be confusing? I will send you some information right away. If you comment kombucha, which is, no, that's too hard to say or to spell. Let's not comment kombucha. Let's comment yum, Y-U-M. I will send you some links to answer some of your questions. But the full detailed information I'm going to send out within a week. So make sure you sign up for that as well. And then you'll get every week's detailed information in case you miss one of the lives. I'll tell you how to sign up for that. Okay, let me show you what this live is actually about. The teas. This is my cabinet that houses my teas. And in here, so this row is my actual tea blends. A lot of these I have purchased already blended, like this wonderful pumpkin flavor one. And some of them I have made myself. Some of them I've just literally grown myself. This is a chocolate mint that makes a delicious tea. I also have in here some ingredients for my blends. There's some more ingredients for making my blends. And up here's some more ingredients. And I have some adaptogens as well. But what I really wanted to show you, well, let me tell you, some just plain teas that you would use to make a cup of hot tea or iced tea can make a delicious second ferment. This is one that's really good. It's called white mimosa. Really, really good for a second ferment kombucha. But what I really want to show you is way up here. Let me get this out and show you. Close this up, put this back here, and just move this a little bit. In this box, I have specialties. Specialty teas. I have special TEAS, and these are made specifically for what we're talking about today, for flavoring your second ferment kombucha. I love this company. The owner is an amazing lady doing amazing things. She's a tea expert. She makes some of the best. Oh, and you can also get a dink bag as well. She makes some of the best flavors. In fact, I don't know if I should pull these all out and tell you all of them. Turmeric peach, apple pie, lavender lemon, lemon ginger. What do I got here? Cherry almond. My personal all-time favorite. This tastes kind of like Dr. Pepper. Guys, kombucha. It tastes like soda. So good. This is also really good. Strawberry mojito. They're all really good. Tropical mango. I really, really like the mango. Spiced pear. I actually didn't think I would like spiced pear. It's really good. I like it in the fall, especially the fall and winter. Anyway, all of these teas are blended, like I said, specifically for this purpose. So while I love to save up fruit, I love to collect my dried fruit and things like my ginger root and use them to flavor my second ferment, I really love using these teas because they're so, so, so easy. Sometimes I have 5 minutes to stand here, pull out the different concoctions and add them together and plop them in all the bottles. Sometimes it takes 10 minutes. Other times I want it to be super quick, super easy, and it's so nice to grab these teas, know that the flavor is going to be spot on perfect. Just put a teaspoon of these in a half gallon of my kombucha, which is less than Cian recommends. She recommends more. I find just a teaspoon per half gallon of the second ferment is perfect for these flavors. The other thing I like about these, there's no guesswork, there's no questions. I'm not experimenting. If I'm making a bunch of kombucha for a gathering, for friends coming over, for taking to a gathering, I really want it to be delicious and perfect if it can be, and these help me do that. So I will send you the information about these if you want to comment yum. I, of course, have a special discount code for you. And what else did I want to tell you? Yeah, I'll send you all the information. I have so many kombucha resources, guys. I'll get them to you. I love talking about this, so we'll do more lives on it. Continue to drop your questions, and we can cover them in future lives. Can you start your own scoby? Yes, I actually cover that in my Kombucha Academy in great detail, tell you exactly how to start your own scoby. But I will tell you, it takes 2 to 4 weeks, depending on the temperature, what time of year it is. And you still have to buy some unflavored kombucha to be able to start your scoby. So in some cases, you're really better off to just buy the scoby. Actually, my friend Cian, who makes these teas, has scobies she sells that are amazing, and they get started beautifully. So either way is great, but do allow about a month to get your kombucha going if you're going to make your own scoby. You absolutely can do it though. Can you add 1.5 teaspoons gallon and then, oh, I said 1 teaspoon. How long until it's ready? Do you add more sugar? Never add more sugar. I don't. If you're having trouble with it getting carbonated, anything that has natural sweetness can help with that. Instead of sugar, I would add a few raisins maybe, but there's no reason for me to add extra sugar because I'm pulling my first ferment when it tastes delicious to me, not letting it get vinegary. So I avoid the added sugar. Your other question, how do you know when it's done? Same answer as the first ferment. You know your second ferment is done when it tastes delicious. Typically, I let it sit overnight and I am drinking it the next day. Some days I really, really want it and I don't prepare it far enough ahead, and I'll just let it sit a couple hours some days and it still is very tasty. So I hope that answers that question. Oh, you know what? If you could come back and comment yum. I'm sorry, guys, the ones of you who have already commented, if you could come back in a few minutes when this is posted as an actual video to rewatch as a replay and comment the word yum then. Unfortunately, right now, I'm not tech savvy. I don't know how to get my robot to send you the information while I'm on here talking. I don't know. I don't know if I can do it or not, but okay, I think I saw all your questions, but keep dropping them, like I said, so I know content for the future, and I will send you this information. These are delicious. I didn't even tell you all the flavors. There's so many. She has a couple new ones too. Strawberry lemonade and blueberry mint, I think. They sound delicious. I haven't tried those. I've tried all the others, every one of them. I love them. So there you go, guys. Have fun making your kombucha.